How to prove a psychological injury in a personal injury case. Hello and welcome. In today's videos, we will going to discuss an important but often overlooked topic: how to prove a psychological injury in a personal injury case. If you are suffered from emotional distress, anxiety, depression, or PTSD due to an accident or trauma, it is crucial to understand how to present this psychological injury in a legal setting. While physical injuries are easier to prove, psychological injuries require different methods to document and evidence. Step 1 is understand what psychological injuries are. Before diving into how to prove psychological injury, it is important to understand what they are. Psychological injury can be just as devis- debilitating as psychological injury, and they can result from accident, traumatic event, or sustained emotional distress. Common psychological injury include: first is post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD can occur after a traumatic event leading to flashback, nightmares, and extreme anxiety. And second is depression, and third is anxiety, and fourth is emotional distress. If you have experienced any of these psychological issues as a result of an accident or injury, it is important to recognize them and understand that they can be legally recognized as compensable damage. And step 2 is seek professional psychological evaluation. The first step in proving a psychological injury is seeking help from a mental health professional. If you have not already, make an appointment with a psychologist, psychiatrist, or therapist. A professional psychological evaluation will serve as a crucial piece of evidence in your case. This evaluation will document your symptom and their severity, a diagnosis of your condition, and how your psychological injury is impacting your daily life, the treatment plan and progress, if any, having an official diagnosis and treatment plan from a licensed mental health professional adds credibility to your claim and help establish the link between the accident and your psychological injuries. And first is daily mood and emotional status. Track how you feel each day. And second is physical symptoms. And third is impact on daily activity. The more detailed your documentation is, the more convincing it will be to prove that your psychological injury is real and severe. And step fourth is collect supporting evidence. Beside your own documentation and professional evaluation, gathering additional evidence can help support your claim. Here is a list of potential supporting evidence. First is witness statement and medical records and workplace impact and social and family impact. This evidence can create a clear picture of how your psychologist injuries has disrupted your life. And as step 5 is work with your personal injury lawyer. Having a personal injury lawyer who is experienced in handling psychological injury claim is essential. Your lawyer will help you gather the necessary evidence, make sure everything is documented correctly, to prepare you for the legal process. First is legal strategy, and second is medical expert and testimony, and third is negotiation. Without a lawyer, in navigating the legal system and proving psychological injury can be difficult. So having a legal expert on your side is essential. And step 6 is demonstrating the connection between the accident and the psychological injury. Proving the condition between your psychological injury and the accident is one of the most critical aspect of your claim. Here are a few ways to make that connection. First is timeline and expert opinion and behavior changes. The goal is to convince the judge or jury that your psychological injury is real and that is directly result from the accident. And step 7 is pursuing compensation for psychological injuries. Once you have proven that you have a psychological injury, you will need to pursue compensation. This compensation can include: first is medical expenses, lost wage, and pain and suffering and punitive damage. And step 8 is the legal process and trial. Your lawyer will file the claim and negotiate with the insurance company in many cases. You may be able to settle without going to trial. However, if the case goes to court, your lawyer will present the evidence, expert testimony, and professional accounts to convince the jury that you deserve compensation for your psychological injuries. In conclusion, proving a psychological injury in a personal injury case require proper documentation, professional evaluation, and solid evidence to show how the injury has impacted your life. Working with an experienced personal injury lawyer will be key to navigating the complexity of this type of claim. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment with any question. Thanks for watching and take care of your mental health.